Redditors, what's the most unexpectedly romantic or sensual experience you've had that still makes you smile when you think about it?
When I was a senior in high school, I got in a bad car accident. I got pretty severe chemical burns on my face from the airbag, and my contacts came out and sliced. My cornea. I had to wear sunglasses, so I was just wandering around basically blind because I have very poor vision. My boyfriend was so gentle and caring during that time. We were supposed to go on an overnight school trip, and he talked my mom into letting me go and stuck by my side the whole time so I could still participate. What particularly stands out to me is that while my classmates were having a water balloon fight, I was sitting on the porch of our cabin to avoid the mayhem because I wasn't allowed to get my face wet. He came and sat down next to me, and I told him, I really don't mind it all. I just wish I could read my book. I was at the good part. I even brought the book with me, hoping I could get it close enough and squint, but it didn't work. So he went into my cabin, got my book, and read it to me for at least an hour. It's been 16 years, but I can still remember it clearly in my mind. US in rocking chairs on the porch with the sound of his voice until it got to dark. We didn't work out, but he was a good person, and I hope he's happy.
Back in college, I was staying on campus for winter break, and the last day of work I found a girl who was in the same boat. Long story short, we spent Christmas Eve through New Year's Day together. We talked, watched movies, made cookies, and fell in love. It was just supposed to be us watching Christmas movies and eating pizza. She was killed by a drunk driver about a year later.
When my boyfriend worked at his previous job, he would leave the house early when I'd still be asleep. Every morning before he left, he would kiss me on the forehead. That's how I woke up pretty much every morning. That has always stayed with me. Now at his new job, he works from home, so I leave for work. When he's still in bed, I make sure I always kiss that man's forehead, no matter what.
I remember many years ago, as a teenage, walking downtown with my fairly new GF, and she spontaneously put her arm through my arm to walk, arm in arm. Heart started pounding.
Helped my international Vietnamese friend from college get groceries and drove her home. Brought her bags down to her rented basement room, and she kissed me in the doorway before pulling me inside the room. I don't think I'll ever experience passion like that again, TBH. We had an unfortunate falling out, but I still think of her often. Great person and great sex.
A girl and I had a late night impromptu date. She invited me to visit. She made a chocolate pie. Earlier that day, we sat under the dim island light and ate a piece. A short but very lovely date. I consider it one of the best dates I've ever had.